your ads. I'll show you to get customers 52% cheaper from if you just give me 15 seconds. It's actually really simple.
Tell me what you gon' do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. You ain't know your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises all in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you're dealing with.
All right. Here we are today, right in the middle of this coronavirus. This is craziness. So the reason why I wanted to create this webinar is to show people that you could do your own webinars and connect with people, whether you're in a church, a business. If you have future conferences coming up, maybe you want to consider going online and conducting your own webinars. Now, I've tried a few different platforms, and this one right now I really enjoy. I'm still getting used to it as well. Again, there are so many platforms. Some are free, some are not. There's also Zoom, where it's basically a video conferencing platform, and it's I don't mind it because it's free, so that part is cool. What I like about this platform, and I'll tell you what it is in just a second. I like this because when you set it up, you could set it up in literally minutes and you're ready to go. It took me 5 minutes to get this thing rocking and rolling. And then what you could do is you could actually send emails out to people whenever and say, hey, I'm having a webinar at 10 o'clock this morning, join me. You can make it automated. You can have it sent out whenever you want. You can also add people at the last minute and just say, hey, in a few minutes, I thought you should know we're doing an emergency webinar. Here's the link. And then all they do is click on the link and it takes them to this webinar right here. You have a little bit of music playing in the background. I just used, I think it was the Black Panther ending credits, just to kind of let people know, hey, something's going on here. There's some music playing, so we're a little bit early, whatever. So you should show up a little bit early. I'll go through all that in this webinar, how to conduct one. But for now, it's real simple. If you have any questions, I will activate the chat in just a couple of minutes here, and then we'll just go through the questions. Does that sound fair? All right, so when you're conducting a webinar, it's always important to send out a couple of emails just to let people know when those webinars are. So for example, this one, I sent an email saying, hey, tonight we're having a webinar, and then I sent another one just I think it was just a few hours before, and then minutes before, 1 hour before, and then minutes before your webinar, just to give people a reminder, because life is busy, all that kind of stuff. So you do that. So whatever time it's supposed to be at, show up about a half an hour early, get all ready for everything. If you have people that are going to be doing presentations with you as well, you can chat with them before, all this kind of stuff, and nobody else, people can actually just see the music playing and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool too. Then once you get into it, right when the time is supposed to be, hit record, start recording this, because you could repurpose this video later. You could put it on your website, you could put it on YouTube, wherever you want. So that's the nice thing about it. So I'm just going to open up the chats here. All right, so now feel free to chat any message. I'll just put hello everyone. Boom. There. So now add chats, whatever. If you want to keep notes, you can actually keep notes as well, save it, all that kind of good stuff. So there you go. So it's pretty straightforward. I am going to stop recording. Actually, I'm going to just show you two functions here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show my webcam, show my beautiful face. There we go. Here I am. So this is me, and it's pretty huge right now, so I'll have to shrink that down. Boom. I'll figure that out later in settings. So right now it is pretty freaking huge. Let's just see if I could switch this down a little bit. You could change everything on the fly, which is kind of nice. So let's go audio and video, custom branding. You can use your logo, background. You can use a virtual assistant, all this kind of cool stuff. So anyways, so that's it. I don't use this too much because you don't really need it other than just to show people, hey, you're here, and that's about it. So so let me mute that for a sec, and I'm going to share my screen. Boom. So now you can actually share your entire screen. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to share it. There it is. So for me, what I see, obviously I have my main screen, but for me, I'm seeing something probably a little bit different than you. But right now, here. So here's the credits. I could play a video just to show people.
I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning on my mama. That's the really, that's the
You know, so that's kind of cool. So if you ever want to show somebody what you're talking about, you could say the coronavirus Calgary. Talk about something specific. You could talk about what Alberta's doing.
If you're currently trying to use the internet and social media to generate customers for whatever product, program, or service it is.
In Alberta, some 15,000 people have been tested. And as of now, more than 119 cases of novel coronavirus infection have been confirmed, an addition of 22 cases since yesterday. Fortunately, we have...
All right, so that's what's going on right now. So the reason why, I'll just stop screen share, that you'd like to screen share is just to let people know what you're talking about. Now you can upload PowerPoint presentations, all this kind of stuff. What I would suggest to you is to have a host, because there's lots going on in the background. You could be talking while the host takes care of all the other stuff. So if he has a cheat sheet and, you know, when you get to this point, show this coronavirus outbreak video, etc., etc. So it helps to have somebody that's under the hood working behind the scenes while you're talking. So that's important, and you can interact with each other as well. But I would recommend having a host like me to host your webinar, and then you could talk about whatever it is, and I would take care of the technical part of it, and I could also chat on your behalf to answer any questions, whatever it is. You know, if somebody has a detailed question, I could say, you know, we'll answer that at the end, just to remind people while you're talking and giving your presentation. I can take care of that. So it's always nice to have your assistant or whatever doing that while you're conducting your main presentation. So there you go. So every time I take my mouse away from the screen, eventually the icons, you can't see these icons right now, but there's icons in the top right hand corner, which means you can actually switch to a phone. You could record, you could lock your meeting so nobody else can come in, change your settings on the fly, and you can end the meeting and log everyone out. So again, you can keep track of all the attendees, chat with them, have notes, all that kind of stuff. Share your screen, share your webcam, share your microphone, all that good stuff. So there you go. So I'm going to end this, and then I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.